It is time for my March reading wrap up. I started this month off with something a little bit lighter because I knew I was going to be reading a big series this month, or starting it at least. So I read Done and Dusted by Lila Sage and I really liked it. I thought the story was super cute. I loved the romance between the two main characters. And I loved just watching Emmy find herself again. Then I started Throne of Glass over. I, of course, wanted to read this in preparation for ACOTAR 6 and 7. I have read Throne of Glass before, but I stopped maybe a third into Queen of Shadows because I, for some reason, couldn't get Queen of Shadows for 2 months, and then I didn't get back into reading it because I was afraid I was gonna have to start it all over again. I did in fact start it all over again. So I did read Assassin's Blade first this time, which I did not do the first time around, and I did like that format better for me personally, because the first time I read it, it was hard for me to go back to the past because I wanted to continue with the story that was happening in the present. Then I read Throne of Glass, then I read Crown of Midnight, and then I read Heir of Fire and Queen of Shadows. And then finally, I am reading Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms. I'm currently about halfway through Tower of Dawn and a little under half on Empire of Storms. I'm of course doing the tandem read, and I really enjoy this format because I would be sad to read a whole book without having some of these characters in them. So I've been really enjoying going back and forth and getting to see what everybody's doing at the same time. And then that brings me to what I will be reading in April. I will obviously be finishing Tower of Dawn and Empire of Storms, and then I'll be reading Kingdom of Ash. And I am so excited but also so sad that the series will be coming to a close after this. But I won't be sad for long because then I'll be starting the Crescent City series. I have never read any of the Crescent City series, so this is brand new to me. And of course, I'm going to continue with the Rebel Blue Ranch series. So I've got Swift and Saddled and Lost and Lassoed here. I am going to be reading these maybe in between Throne of Glass and Crescent City, just as a little bit of a palette cleanser. We'll see. Might not even need it. Might just want to go directly into Crescent City. But I am also planning on reading these in April, and I'm super excited.